So back in May, Microsoft launched the latest range of Surface devices, ushering in this new era of Copilot Plus PCs. So like many others, I thought, you know what? I like new stuff. I'm in. I'm getting rid of my old device. That's it, I'm switching. And now looking back after a few months, I have this burning question in the back of my mind, just why on earth did I get a Copilot Plus PC? I'm gonna tell you exactly why. So, as I mentioned, I've spent the last few months with this new Surface laptop as my everyday device. And here are just a few things that I've enjoyed and that have essentially changed the way I use my PC every day. Now keep in mind, I wasn't looking for some type of crazy, super spec'd out gaming device that I can game on all day because I already have one of those. And I wasn't looking for a high-end, purpose-built editing machine either. All I wanted, literally all I wanted, was a good productivity machine that I can take with me to use all day long without being tethered to a power socket. And that is exactly what I got with this new Surface laptop. It just makes everything I do on Windows devices so much better. So first, let's talk about this keyboard. The typing experience is phenomenal. Every keystroke feels incredibly smooth and responsive thanks to that perfect level of travel and tactile feedback. It's basically designed for comfort. So if you're stuck typing up a report at work or chatting with the besties on Facebook, you don't feel the effects of that typing fatigue that comes with using an uncomfortable keyboard. And you know we're not gonna skip over the fact that there is a shiny new addition to these Copilot Plus PC keyboards. Front and center, we now have the new Copilot key. Well, it's actually more like to the right rather than front and center, but you get what I mean. And then there's the haptic touchpad. Now I know this isn't exactly something that's new technology, and there are plenty of devices out there that have a haptic touchpad. And I found in most cases that it just doesn't feel real. But that's definitely not the case here. Every tap, every click feels natural thanks to those precision haptic motors that simulate the sensation of physical clicks. It's kind of like having a mechanical button but without the clicky noise. And for someone like me who has literal sausages for fingers, it's so good to be able to just click anywhere as opposed to the older diving board style touchpads where you have to like hit the bottom section in the right place. Super annoying. And you can even customize the pressure sensitivity to suit your preference. So whether you prefer a light touch or like more of a firm press, the touchpad adapts to you, making navigation smoother and just that little bit more intuitive. And it supports a wide range of gestures like simple taps, multi-finger swipes, pinch to zoom, scrolling, essentially everything you need for productivity. Now on to the display. Now I feel like we're already fairly accustomed to how amazing the PixelSense displays are on Microsoft Surface devices. The 120 Hz refresh rate that gives us the silky smooth scroll is a no-brainer. We've got support for HDR and support for Dolby Vision IQ, which just means it adapts the screen's brightness and contrast based on the ambient lighting. There's also ambient color technology, which adjusts the display's color temperature to match your environment, helping with eye strain and making it a bit easier to work for longer periods. We see a bit of a slight change up in the bezel design with thinner bezels along the sides here, giving us a bit more real estate. And of course, we have the go-to 3:2 aspect ratio that all Surface device users have come to love because it's just so much better for productivity, let's be honest. In terms of input and connectivity, not once did I ever find myself having to find some type of adapter or expandable dock or anything like that. On the left-hand side of the device, you've got the 3.5mm audio jack, one USB-A and 2 USB-C ports, which again was more than enough for everything that I needed to get done during my workday. And on the right-hand side, you've got the Surface charger and a micro SD slot. Then there are these Copilot Plus PC AI experiences. And I was not expecting these to have such a significant impact on how I would use my device every day. Things like live captions with live translations. It's available across all your apps consistently. So any video calling app, any entertainment app, maybe you're into watching international game streamers on platforms like Twitch or TikTok, whatever. It's all translated locally on the NPU. Now, I often work with the wider global community within our team, and a feature like this has been great to have as it allows everyone to communicate naturally and be a bit more comfortable in conversation. There's also Windows Studio Effects, which is dedicated to helping you look and feel your best on camera. You could turn on different background blurs, creative filters, eye contact effects, portrait lighting, even an automatic framing effect that makes the camera follow you as you move around. Pretty cool. But the big winner and the sole reason I will absolutely be keeping this device right here as my daily PC, the performance and battery life. Since using the new Surface laptop, I have discovered that I can work an entire day, so let's say from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.-ish, without having to charge at all, not once. And that includes everything I need for productivity, so writing scripts for content, creating PowerPoint decks, editing photos in Photoshop and Lightroom. So, these aren't lightweight applications. Watching important NFL highlight videos on my lunch break. That's big. That's super important. Doing video calls in Teams, responding to the 7,000 messages we get every day in Teams. Actually, let's just make Teams its own category. Let's just say Teams. Reading and drafting emails in Outlook. Buying camera equipment online that I definitely don't need, but again, super important. All of this without having to charge my device and without having to change performance settings to reserve battery or anything like that. I just take it off charge in the morning and go about my day without having to think twice about it. So at the start of this video, my question was, why on earth did I get a Copilot Plus PC? Well, I refer you to the previously mentioned stuff. But for real though, I will definitely be keeping this PC as my daily device. And having already seen a few announcements that are just around the corner for future updates, I'm really looking forward to seeing what else will be possible with this new technology.